up, FandomVerse YouTube? This your boy A.R.M.
It's your boy Louie G.
And we just got out of watching the Joker film, fresh from the film, and we're just going to give you a rundown of what we thought about the movie, plus our overall score. As usual, warning, spoiler alert. If you don't want to see spoilers, do not watch this video. And we're just going to
watch the video.
Huh?
Wait to watch the movie.
Wait to watch the movie, then watch the video as well.
Fuck that. Watch the video, then we'll watch the movie.
Whatever. Just watch the video. How about just watch the video and don't watch the movie? Do that.
Yeah, there you go.
But I'm just going to start off by saying that I really liked the movie. I thought they did a good job of showing the Joker's descent into madness and a lot of the disappointment that certain people who are the underdogs of society go through before they snap. You know, like I said, spoilers, so I'm going to give a few examples of, you know, him being disappointed by his mother, or who he thought was his mother. Him losing his job and having a so-called friend turn on him. People picking on him. And like he said, feeling like he's being ignored. You know, he was getting free counseling, you know, and they cut that program off. So, yeah, a lot of different things was happening to Arthur. They drove him mad. So they kind of make you understand why he is the way he is, and why eventually he became chaotic and murderous. What do you think?
Well, a little off topic, but I don't know if you guys remember that movie Gladiator. So Joaquin Phoenix was in that movie, and he would come out and after the fight or after the show, remember, he would go out there and he'd basically ask the crowd what he thought, whether the gladiators should live or die. They did by a thumb up. So I'm going to do the same thing with the movie. So you did up, and then, you know, if it was good and if it was bad, it's going to... So I'm going to go with this. Me personally, I knew what the movie was going to be. I called it 3 months ago. It's going to be a dude getting picked on. He's going to get all crazy, and he's going to be getting off. Now, was there a couple scenes that I liked? Of course there was. There's probably 3 different scenes in that movie that I enjoyed. The rest of the time, do you see how the character gets to that point? Yes, but at the same time, for me, it was a guy with social anxiety that had mental issues. That was basically the movie, you know.
True.
His mom was a nut job, thus he became a nut job. Like I said, don't get me wrong. There's 3 parts of the movie I did like.
Yeah,
there was 3 parts.
Tell.
And it's because it was laughing, but for the most part, I don't know. It was kind of
it was based a lot on, it's that whole Oscar. They are definitely going for an Oscar. They want that dramatic.
And I don't even think they would get an Oscar.
I think they will, or at least a nomination.
Realistically,
I thought Joaquin Phoenix, he did a great job.
He overacted certain things. Like, I mean, I know if you're kind of crazy, you're gonna do some weird shit, but you're not gonna. Some of the shit that he was doing, it was just like, you're trying too hard to act crazy. I've seen crazy folks. Crazy folks don't even act that crazy.
But that's where the fiction part comes from.
No, I get it.
It's comic book crazy.
He was, you know. So for me, you know, a lot of the movie, maybe 3/4 of it, you're watching it, and you know, it's, you know, oh, I got fired from my job. You know, I don't know. It's like everything that happened to him, I think he did to himself.
That is true. Everything
that happened in the movie that went south and bad happened to himself.
Some things were on him as well. And that brings me to my next thing. There are Easter eggs in the movie, if anyone's wondering about. I mean, it definitely takes place in Gotham. And you said, you know, you can tell by the cars. Early 70s, at least? Early 70s?
Mid to late 70s.
Mid to late 70s, I think? Okay. Yeah. So it was definitely when Bruce Wayne was about 12 or 13. They mentioned and showed Thomas Wayne and Bruce Wayne and Martha Wayne and Alfred Pennyworth all in the movie.
I don't think that was Alfred, was it?
That was Alfred. There's only one butler. There's only one British butler.
I didn't know if he was a butler or if he was the...
That was definitely Alfred. A younger Alfred.
Alfred was fat.
Well, you know.
Robust. I don't want to say fat. Robust.
That was definitely Alfred in the movie. Yeah, so there are Easter eggs of Gotham in the movie. So it's not like it's completely a non-Batman movie. So you're gonna get Batman in there one way or the other. For me, viewing it as a comic book person and a movie viewer, and I don't look at lots of movies, but I did enjoy, and me personally, I did enjoy, like I said, the story of his descent into madness. And I thought he did a great job of differentiating his Joker from the other Jokers. Which brings me to another point. I know you said you did like Jared Leto's Joker, right? You didn't think he was the worst. What do you stack Joaquin Phoenix up against Jared Leto and Heath Ledger? And
well, see, the thing is, you can't. I mean, it's harder to judge that because when you had, like, for instance, even just like the Jared Leto Joker,
mm-hmm.
The movie really wasn't about him. He was in the movie. You got bits and pieces. Obviously, with Joker, that movie is all about him. You know, so if I were to pick right now from all the Joker people that play Joker,
okay,
you know, I would have Heath Ledger.
You can go all the way back to Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero was a pimp, but
he was. He didn't get rid of that mustache for nothing.
He said, "Nah, I'm not shaving that. You paint right over that bad boy." No, we'll keep it to movies. So,
okay.
I'll do Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson. I still like the Jared Leto Joker. I think
you're just gonna be
no. I'm just saying
you're just gonna be here all day bashing on Joaquin Phoenix.
Is when he's in the mode of like he's killing folks and doing shit. He's in the mode. I get that, but the rest of the time he's kind of a whiny little bitch. It's kind of a whiny little bitch. You know, I can see where he sits there and reflects.
I mean, people do get fired from jobs. Yes.
Yeah, but crazy people don't.
No. I guess I'm agreeing with you. People do get fired. Mm-hmm. People go through a lot of stuff every day. Mm-hmm. So yeah. But I mean, he got fired because he dropped a gun at a children's hospital. Yeah, you don't bring no gun to no
dropped a gun,
hospital.
Kicked it down, tried to pick it up. Okay.
And then he was lying. He lied and said it was a prop.
And then the time before that, he got in trouble because he lost the sign. Now, had somebody stole the sign, or he bought the pieces.
Didn't it break? It broke in pieces, yeah.
Well, yeah, it got broken.
And he was trying to tell him about it, but the boss didn't care.
Yeah, but I mean, you could have brought pieces back and said, hey, you know, or actually, what he got in trouble for was leaving his post. Because he went to go chasing kids for the damn sign.
But you know what, though? Aside from the fact, he was a whiny little bitch. But he inspired a movement, a social movement, of the underdog versus the socially privileged, which lends itself to some real-life social issues, which
that was one of the...
It did tap into it, yeah.
Yeah, that I liked about the movie.
I like that part.
Is you know...
there was a lot of black people.
He had a lot psych nurses. Yes.
He had 2 black psych nurses. He had a black guy help him at the record hall. He had a mixed black girlfriend. Or that's another thing. She was never his girlfriend. Only in his head.
I wonder if he imagined the whole fucking movie.
What if we're in the movie?
Yeah. What was in that fucking popcorn butter you were eating over there, guy? But yeah, there was a couple parts in the movie which I did like, but there was. Okay. A lot more that it was just...
Let's talk about the high points you like.
Okay. So high point number 1. The starting of the movement, you know, the poor are just staying poor, living in filth, the trash strike, you know, garbage stacked, you know, 2 people high on the streets, you know, that I get, you know, rich just trying to stay rich and the poor. Yeah, I like that part. Second part that I liked was when he went ape shit on one of those fucking guys that are supposed to be his buddy or whatever. He went like straight killer mode, beat the shit out. He was just like really super gory, shit was flying everywhere. You know, I was down laughing. It wasn't because of the gore or anything like that. It's because there was a midget that came in there with him. It was a clown, and he was fucking trembling in the corner hiding. And that, to me, I mean, you know, not saying midgets are funny, but it was just fucking funny because there's a guy trembling and scared and watching this dude just go ape shit on this, you know, huge 400-pound guy. You know, that was funny. Yeah. Third part for me is when he fucking when he smothered his mom. Not because I want to smother my mom.
You found it entertaining?
That was funny as shit, just because he said, hey, I figured out.
See, but you're naming the key parts of movies, though. Those are key parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't, I don't think it was funny as more of it was, and it wasn't shocking. It was like, oh. Because remember, you ever notice they did sunlight at certain parts of the movie? Mm-hmm. Like the end, when he killed his mom, when he left his job and went through those doors. That's stuff directors do to kind of, every time he did something horrible, it was in brightness. It wasn't in darkness. So you got to look at those type of director techniques right there too. He was becoming more of the Joker, the more crazy stuff he done. He went, the actual end itself, not in the studio, but when he left, when he ran out of that room with the blood.
Oh yeah,
that was very bright. Yeah. So yeah, there's subtle things like that. I don't know. I want to see this Joker interact with Batman now. I want to see this Joker interact with the Harley Quinn.
I don't think we're going to get it, though. I think it was just a one-done shot.
It was one and done, but it was good. I liked it better than Suicide Squad. And ironically, it was a dark DC movie, but it wasn't the dark DC movie. It was a dark, but I think they got their balance of dark and comedy and brightness and origin story together. So... it's just, to me, it's just like I think it's an entertaining movie.
The movie, it's watchable, but, you know, don't expect to see anything that, you know, unless you're, I don't know how to say.
You're not going to see, you're not going to see a movie of established Joker going on heist with his clown henchmen and Harley Quinn and fucking hyenas and, you know, talking to other villains and Batman, him fighting. You know, Joker goes through a lot more. Maybe this is not even a permanent makeup that gets his...
It's like absolutely no action till about maybe...
It's more of one of those performance type
45 minutes into the movie.
Well, okay. So if you were to give this movie...
Hold on, wait. But see, to me, it just shows you that... Let's go back to the part where the movie where it's a one and done thing. That's what DC has never been able to grasp. They have the inability to put something together where they can make a DC cinematic universe. It's like, let's make a movie here, this person will be here. None of them tied each other. And basically, their cinematic universe makes zero sense.
It doesn't.
It's... Even though, you know, how the X-Men has been just sucked because they rebooted everything and they all went back to the same... You know, Dark Phoenix and whatever, and they have to get okay. That at least they kind of try to tie it into a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they have rights to all their characters, and to me, right now, the best DC movies: Wonder Woman, Shazam, Aquaman, and then it falls the fuck off after that. Well, no, it's Man of Steel. It's pretty good. I like that one a little bit.
See, for him to say that, disregard anything he's ever. You can't really trust a guy's movie. You can't trust a guy's movie review who says he likes Man of Steel.
Look, but see, that was like towards the end.
Man of Steel, where he leaves his mom with Zod's cronies. Remember he left Martha Kent standing there, or you know when, you know his dad was like, "Son, let me die. These few people would just." Let me die in front of these few people so you can save your identity. They will remember me.
That was a shitty way for him to die. They should have, like, realistically, a tornado and you sat there and glared at each other.
Man of Steel was alright. Man of Steel was alright.
He got hit by a car while they were getting out. I'd be like, oh shit, he just got hit by a fucking mailbox. Wow. But no, he's like glaring at each other in the tornado. I'm like, dude, you're not even going to try to run away from it?
Louie. I'm sorry.
Stay on topic. I'm sorry.
Stay on topic.
So... if you're a fan of DC, you know, go out and watch this movie. It's all right, you know, but
I like it. If you're a fan of DC, you'll like it. I'm glad we have like a. I can tell how you enjoy the movie, and I respect that because I can see how, for a person who wants more action and more, for me, I did enjoy even the slow parts. Like, I was into, like, the slow parts of him, you know, with him working his jobs and him cleaning his mother and him.
That was weird.
But see, that's part of, like, that's part of that whole, this grown man living with his mom. That's part of the snap right there. So it lets you just understand. To me, you got to look at it like the journey of the descent into madness. And that's how I see it. I'm not even sure.
No, I agree with you there.
Which DC books they borrowed some of those elements from, because I haven't read too many deep books about Joker's origin. But the fact that, and here's another spoiler, but he indirectly caused the death of Thomas and Martha Wayne. That's even something in itself as well. So, honestly, if I was to give this movie, what would I give this movie out of 10? I would give this movie, me personally, and like I said, I'm not the hardest movie critic, but I'm a hard comic book critic. I would give it a 9 out of 10. I really did enjoy it that much. What would you give it out of 10, Louis?
Solid 4, maybe a 5. It's 50-50. You know, some people are going to love this movie.
Okay.
And others are going to hate it. But I guess I could do a 5.
Fair enough.
You know, maybe I need to watch it one more time, but I think that if you're gonna love a movie, you're gonna love it the first time you see it at the theater. If you watch it again the second time, unless you really miss points, which we didn't because there's no kids around us, I don't know. Maybe the grade might come up, but
okay. It wasn't Catwoman. It wasn't Catwoman. It wasn't Steel. Remember Steel with Shaquille O'Neal? That was DC Comics.
I probably enjoyed that. I actually kind of enjoyed that movie.
Okay, guys, you heard what he just said. He ain't seen but
I've never seen Catwoman, so I don't know what that.
You need to. You might enjoy that one too.
I don't know when it first came out. I was like, oh, John Henry, Shat Diesel. But yeah, I mean, watching that's corny as shit. So
this is a little off subject, but I found on Instagram they had an original Steel action figure based off the movie, still in the pack. That would be dope. Yeah. All right, FandomVerse YouTube, this has been our review/reaction of the Joker movie. This is your boy A.R.M.
It's your boy Louie G.
And we are FandomVerse. We did it. Peace.
I did the Joker thing.
9 out of 10. Say 9 out of 10.